Hello and welcome to the Blobber Checks Out. A new city builder, although it's a little loud. Let's go... decrease that volume a bit. Okay. Thought it looked cute. We're checking it out. Actually no, because I think there was a tutorial button that I didn't do. Yeah, here we go. Tutorial. Well, that's it then, Captain. Garbage floods washed away our village. Good thing we had a ship to make our escape. Let's not sink into despair and ride this wave and stay afloat. We will survive. We're going to thrive. We should transform our boat into a floating community. Today, we start rebuilding our civilization. But first, what should we christen our new city? Float on sea? Sure. The future is ours. Now that we've christened the town, let's go over some of the basics. Try and move your camera. Very standard. Zoom in with scroll. Oh, I'd prefer Q&E, thank you. Press the town tracker. I do not see that button anywhere on screen, but C is easy enough to do. Pause using space. Game speed with number patterns. Very sensible. It's... Okay, let's get started on our floating community. We'll need some stable footing. Let's salvage some of the floating plastic. To salvage, open the salvaging panel. Select a swimming marker. You can increase the number that you can salvage by expanding its radius by using the buoy marker. See. Some more people? I can. We can use this to extend and build our town. To start building, opening the build menu, tools, and select the plastic walkway. This. Place it at a starting point, then move your cursor to the desired endpoint and confirm. Okay. Understanding something? Seemingly so. I'm definitely trying to click this and it just does nothing. That's nice. But yeah, it doesn't address that I can't seem to build this thing. Yeah, it's a sort of priority system, but... Okay, it needs to be adjacent to your existing boat. They really should have told you that. To further extend the town, we'll need to repurpose the plastic waste into floaters. We can do this with a plastic workshop. Let's build one. Okay. Speed up, please. The plastic workshop is ready. Select it to begin production. To make floaters, cue the desired amount using the plus and minus buttons. To continuously produce, use the infinite. Okay, now that we can make them, we're one step closer to creating our floating community. For the next step, we'll need more resources. Let's explore the surroundings and see what's out there. You can reach new destinations by moving your town. Welcome to the map. You can explore the world and move your town to another location. Press and hold left to move towards it. To move backwards, hold both mouse buttons. Okay. I think it wants me to actually go backwards a bit. Moving uses eel electricity. When your eel electricity is low, drifters will use the town heart crank to refill it. Let's head to the patch of floating wood. Great, now that we're here, close the map. We arrived at our destination. When you return from the map, Your view will match the location you are looking at. This makes it easy to look around and inspect locations. That's one wet wad of wood. Let's salvage it and process it into refined resources. Wet wood needs a lot of work before you can build with it. Start it by drying with a manual dryer. Produce dry wood, sure. We've got some dry wood. Use it to make a sawmill, and then try crafting some wooden planks. Yeah, there is a storage limit. Kind of weird that you can start moving before your people are necessarily returned, but... planks start being made. We've made wooden planks. Let's build ourselves some homes. Need to wait for some more planks. It looks like it's worthwhile driving right up next to things so that you have minimized swimming time for your little gatherers. Ah, it feels good to be properly settled now. Shell turd. Have built basic houses. Drifters with a home are healthier and happier workers move faster, which makes them gain experience faster too. Keeping drifters happy is essential for a thriving town. Select one to check their morale regularly to stay on top of their needs. What would make me happy? Why, it's finding more stuff. People. Let's open the map and see what's out there. Look, they're on the horizon. An old church. It might be a good vantage point from which to scout. Sure. Once we've ordered that... Swiftly running out of space. Okay. Over to the church. Except, how can we resist the phantom and siren call of extra timber? We're here. And my oh my, look at the old church, a relic of the lost world, weathered but still standing after the flood. Let's select it. You mean out here? In this panel, we can give various orders. Issue the order to scout to get a better view. Now we can see the entire region. It's heartbreaking to see all these flooded houses. Makes you wonder what was left behind. Let's check it out. Explore the landmarks and gather what we can. Let's use it to turn this town into a warm and welcome home. Fish? Aye. Can we scout this? Yes. Mouldy, decrepit junk from days gone by. We can make use of this. Let's recycle it into scrap, then turn it into something useful. Is there a recycling center? There's a desalinator. Converts wood into fresh water. So mostly at the moment we have seaweed. Just do 2. Meantime, we head towards the supermarket. A supermarket. Perhaps there's food in it. Yeah, I wanna... Game? Thank you. Spend everyone. B, have you not produce infinite? I don't see why dry wood shouldn't be on infinite, though. Deal seal. Arf, arf. Canned food keeps us fed for a few days, but if we want to survive, we need to make our own food. Gather up seaweed, and we can make seaweed salad. Build a salad spinner. Yeah, we have the resources for that. Gonna take a while, we might as well speed up. We've got a salad spinner. Let's whip up some seaweed salad. Say 10. Seems like there's nothing else for people to do at the moment. So go gather this stuff. Stuff. Ah, that hits the spot. It would be nice to have something to wash it down with, perhaps fresh water. We're surrounded by water, but unfortunately it's salty. To make it drinkable, we need firewood and a desalinator. We can get firewood by chopping up wood junk or dry wood at a chopping block. Or finding it at wood landmarks. There's a chopping block. Yes, but I would need more floaters. Speed up a bit. I'll help here. Okay, can we make our chopping block? No, because still not enough floaters. Okay. Hauling of export is blocked. This is a little bit small. I'd kind of like it if this was bigger. Oh, we don't actually have any more seaweed. What? Well, this is extremely high priority. No space for more floaters, which is fine. Let's make some fresh water. Sure. Let's try and do 10. Tons of wood jug. Phew. Tons of wood jug. Phew. Bless me. Okay, can we head over here? Get some trees. As we take on more tasks, efficiency can drop. You can direct things with the priorities. Yeah. These priorities are set in the Drifter Duty panel. Click on it or press Y. Changing a priority. Drifters have an affinity for certain tasks. They're happier whilst doing it. Consider prioritizing these to keep your people happy. Good lord. Oh, okay, no, these are not different kinds of construction. Okay, good. Or different kinds of priority. These are other tabs for other info. You can also manage building priority. Yeah, I already did that. I changed this to very high. Keep in mind that drifters will follow their drifter duties first, then building priorities. Seems like we have our basic needs covered. But if we're going to build a town that can truly support knowledge, we need to expand our knowledge. With the knowledge, we can figure out how to maintain a sustainable food supply, improve our living conditions, generate electricity, and more. Let's build a research station and put our knowledge to work. Slow back down. Stripped that island. Can we fish? Okay. Chop healthy trees. Chopping tools and something locked. It is nice and peaceful so far. Peaceful number go up game. And I was meant to build research. Would that be town? Yes. Region scouted. I'm wet from swimming. You sure are, mate. Minimize the time they'll need to spend getting over to the island. Research something. Okay, the tech tree. There's a lot of wasted space here, which isn't great. Search rope lashing, I guess. Change name. How odd. So someone is making water. Someone is chopping up furniture. This guy's converting plastic waste into floaters. I misunderstood how we... Do I need to assign a worker? Yeah, I probably need to assign a worker. Yes. So they won't do that till they've done all the other stuff. That's fine. We can just speed up. Seems like getting up to full water is a constant task. Okay, it's going to take too long if I don't change priority. So, I guess you can second prioritize research. Yes. Voila! We're all set to help others. Let us venture onward and find a survivor. Our best chance is to scout a region and hope we spot someone on the horizon. Speed up. We look at what more is on the tech tree. Grow seaweed. Slowly. Convert scrap metal into metal. Salvaging tools. Sure, can we queue things? No. Fair enough. Then we should do a new region. So, I guess over here? What resources do we currently need? Honestly, we need seaweed. I do like that the buildings in this seem to have fairly adequate amount of self-storage. We've played a number of city builders somewhat recently where the buildings don't store very much input in themselves, and so they're constantly having to refill themselves. There's no reason not to do drywood as far as we've seen. Captain, there's smoke up ahead. Could it be a survivor? Over there. Someone's over there. Can I exit this mode, please? Maybe not. Maybe we need to go do this first? Now it will let me exit this mode. Okay. A boat! I can't believe it. I'm saved. Good job. You've found a survivor. Our newest inhabitant. Hello. Drifters often have interesting stories to share. They might know about valuable resources, others survivors, and more. You should talk to them. Why are you speaking as if I'm not here? This concludes the tutorial. Can I come on board? I'm starving. If you need more info, check out the tutorial page. I'm just going to come on board. Feel free to continue this journey or start anew. The choice is yours. Signs of life. Achievement. Introduce a drifter. We need a new house for you. Speed up. Saying we've done everything on this island? Seemingly, yes. Well, I think that makes a good point to end this first look at. I think this is a neat little game. It's peaceful. And I do like that the buildings seem to have a good amount of input storage. So many of the city builders we've played lately have not really had the buildings save a good amount of their own first input, which leads to frustrations of people constantly moving around tiny amounts of resources rather than sitting there and actually doing the work in the location. Okay. Might see more of this in the future, but for now, peace!